I got an idea. I want to make these once a month updates. And this, the January 2026 update, will be the first one. Before I start with the update, I need to show you this. As you can see, all the snow has melted away. We've had some mild days after my winter camping trip. So no more snow, but it's going to be below freezing again. These, as far as the weather forecast can see, it says that it's going to be freezing from today and onward. And what I just found and showed you is a very interesting nature phenomenon. It's called hair ice, and it only appears when on wood that is rotting, when it has been mild in the weather and it's starting to freeze again. So the insides of this rotting wood is still above freezing. So there's water inside the wood, and then there has to be this very specific fungus that's growing inside this rotting process. And this fungus pushes the water out of the wood. And when it gets out of the wood and it's freezing in the air as it is right now, it freezes. It starts to freeze, and it builds these long chains of ice that looks like hair. It's very rare phenomenon, and it's so cool when I find it. So since my last video, I've found out that my battery did do as it was supposed to. Nothing's wrong with the battery. The way this battery works is that it keeps the temperature inside the battery above freezing, or in the right temperature range when it's charging. And there's a safety thing inside of it. So when you start charging and it's too cold, it will start with the heating up of it. It heats itself up first, and then it starts to charge itself. but when it's not charging, it is not keeping its own heat up. So as I were camped for an extended period of time in the very cold weather, then of course the battery gets cold, and when it's cold, below freezing, it won't function properly. So that was what was happening. It was doing as it was supposed to, but in freezing temperatures, when it gets so cold, it can't function properly. So if you're going to go out camping in freezing temperatures and not charge the battery for an extended period of time, you need an external heat source for the battery in order for it to work as it's supposed to when you are going to use it. So I figured out that, so that's good to know. Also, a lot of you are engaging in this insulation problem I'm having, and a lot of you write to me with suggestions and how you solve it yourselves, and I'm so thankful for all of your comments. I got one comment that was yesterday saying that when you use a ground tent, you make sure that there is nothing that's touching the tent, because as soon as it touches, condensation will build up. So one suggestion was that make sure nothing is touching the tent. If I try and lie the other way, I might be able to lie in a way that I won't touch the tent. So that was a suggestion. I've gotten suggestions about you can get these mattress underlays that is filled with air, so that could maybe make some insulation. And then my own idea with the making an inner tent also, I have all these ideas, and I'm going to try some of them out. I don't know where to start yet, actually, but I will try things. It's so good when you're out camping. Every time you go out camping and there are challenges, you learn something new. I also rode back and forth with another YouTuber. He has a rooftop tent and a diesel heater too. Mine is a 2 kilowatts diesel heater, and his is a 4 kilowatt, and his rooftop tent is smaller than my big Alu-Cab ModCAP Family. So we just concluded, as I've concluded before, that as long as the tent in the ModCAP family isn't insulated, it's just the heater is not big enough. I've ordered some new I don't know what they are called, things so I can adjust how the air flows from the diesel heater, and also split it up so I can spread the heat better inside the Alu-Cab. I'm excited to see how that will affect it all, combined with more insulation. I'm so happy that I'm starting to build a little community. I don't know if you've noticed, but I also have a Patreon. I'm thinking about doing a Patreon meetup this year, and maybe we will just be a couple of vehicles, but I still think it could be very cool to meet up and drive some nice roads and camp together sometime this year. One plan I do have that is time specific is that in the start of next month I have an ultra run planned. So I will go there, camp there, participate in this ultra run, and I make a little video about that. I also have another thing planned, and that is I'm going to be at the Overland Adventure Expo in May. It's the 22nd to the 24th of May. I'm going to go there, see what that's all about. I look very much forward to it. I'm going to stay in the camp that the Sweden Offroad tour has planned. So that's going to be fun. Hang out with the Sweden Offroad tour crew. I'll link to both of those in the description below, both the Overland Adventure Expo and Sweden Offroad Tour, of course. Well, that was it for this first little update. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.